Reporting live from the White House. Welcome back to the KEMPIRE Daily YouTube channel. Again, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of these uploads. So let's talk about it. The presidential election is still underway. It's Saturday morning that I'm recording this video, and we still do not know who the next president of the United States will be. But this video isn't going to be about exactly the election. But I'll just give you a quick little update. I've never been big on math, but I love this math. Just watching, first of all, CNN has been on point this election. I love the fact that they're not trying to be, they're being very conservative with their numbers. But I did read a really interesting article on how Fox News and the Associated Press are finding out their numbers. I'll put a link in the description box so you can read that. It's really interesting, the mechanisms and the methods that they use to figure out their electoral vote numbers. They're at 264 for Biden, 214 for Trump, but under CNN's numbers, it's 253 for Biden and 213 for Trump in regards to electoral votes. There was a really great chart that I found, and I'll post it up here somewhere that you'll see, where it talks about how many states Biden will need to win, or just Pennsylvania. And then it has the amount of states that Trump will need to win and Pennsylvania. So Trump is not doing well in regards to numbers. His rants and speeches right now, first of all, very dangerous in regards to separating the country. And that's the part that I don't understand, that people don't see. You want someone that wants to unite the country, not separate us even more. But I guess some people just don't care about that. To me, that's important. Is Joe Biden my ultimate pick for this particular role? No, I think a lot of people will agree with me with that. However, I love the fact that his speeches in the last few days have been about uniting the United States of America. It's not red or blue states. It's about America. And that's always been my big issue. You know, I've had my quandaries with the Democratic Party. However, my big issue is that everyone has been so separated in regards to, I'm a Republican, I'm a Democrat, or whatever it may be. At this point, we should be more concerned about humanity. Is everyone getting a fair share? But that's a larger conversation. This video isn't about that. Let me focus and talk about why I wanted to do this video. I wanted to do this video to give a shout out to all of the Black women. All of you. I've always wanted to do a video just celebrating you, and I will do a separate video on that. But there are particular Black women that I want to focus on in this video. First of all, I did a quick little video on TikTok, and it, for lack of a better word, a lot of you have been really engaging with it. And I understand why, because we need to give Stacey Abrams her flowers right now. It was critical that Stacey Abrams did not win the election for governor in Georgia, so she could have this moment right now, so she could focus on getting people out to vote in Georgia. No one expected Georgia to be in play right now. They're still counting votes, but Biden's in the lead in Georgia, Biden's in the lead in Arizona, Biden's in the lead in Nevada. Poor Nevada. Poor Nevada. Leave Nevada alone, y'all. And now Pennsylvania is also in play. These are battleground states. They haven't turned blue in decades. And let this be a reminder, everyone, that your vote does matter. Even in the Electoral College, look how much this election proves how much one vote matters, because in a lot of these states, it will be thousands of votes that separate Biden from Trump. I still don't get that. However, it is true. And the black vote showed up in Michigan, where Biden won Michigan. Shout out to all of you there. And the Black vote showed up in Georgia. The Black vote showed up in Pennsylvania, Philly specifically, but in Arizona, the Latino vote showed up. So shout out to the Latinos over there. And this video is just to give a shout out to all the Black women that showed up in those cities and really proved on how each vote really matters. And also shout out to Stacey Abrams. And like I said before, I feel like she had to be in this particular moment because after she lost the governor's race in Georgia, she focused her life right now on voter suppression, because that was a clear reason why she did not win. She was so close to winning in Georgia. And she focused her energy with the help of a lot of other people that she mentioned this week as well. So I know she didn't do it alone, but she spearheaded this movement in Georgia to the point where I believe we will take Georgia in this election. I believe Joe Biden will be the president of the United States of America. So I wanted to celebrate that, but also I wanted to celebrate Kamala Harris. Can you believe that we will have our very first Black and female vice presidential candidate, but not just Black and female, South Asian descent. Very first ever. I love the diversity of this. I'm just saying, I love all of it. But it's incredible. And I know there are a lot of people that are disheartened, and there's been a lot of separation during this time. But I wanted to make this video just to give a shout out to all of the Black women that showed up and showed out in these battleground states, but also throughout America. If you look at the numbers of Black women that voted for Biden, it's been consistent, but they really showed up this election. And Biden has the highest popular vote ever for a presidential candidate in history. And that's mostly because of Black women. We won't talk about how white women increased their numbers for voting for Trump this election. That's a whole other video. I don't know if I even have the strength or the patience to create that video, but we can talk about it in the comments. But as I said before, this video was mainly to celebrate those Black women, but also to remind you that your vote really does matter, even in the Electoral College. And that's another video too. I got a lot of videos. Let me write these down. But no, even in the Electoral College, now you see how important your vote is. But also you see how a lot of people have been trying to suppress the vote, trying to gerrymander these cities that way people are not represented. This is where gerrymandering is so horrible to these local counties, because it separates the strength of your vote. And I hope that is the focus of this next administration in regards to voter suppression. I hope they focus on, of course, police brutality. I know that they have a lot on their hands. They have a lot to fix, but definitely making it easier for people to vote is also critical, because that's been mail-in ballots is the reason why we are where we are right now in regards to these states. People were able to vote. We made it easier for people to vote. We should be making it easier, not because because people vote more Democratic. No, we should make it easier so people can really voice their opinions. That's what a democracy is. That's what we are. That's why we are the leading democracy in the world. It doesn't seem that way in the last few years, but we are. And I hope that we continue that energy for the next 10, 12, 20, 50, 100 years, whatever it may be. Anyways, let's continue this conversation in the comments, and I'll see you tomorrow.